We're happy to look at anything they suggest, but there, I think, maybe not as much savings in those areas as you might first think. If you pick a campus to close, one of the things that will happen is the students many of them will go somewhere else, and many of them will go to another state university because of the tuition. With it will go the enrollment dollars that the university has received for those students. So, you won't save that money because it'll go with the student. In addition, wherever they go, there'll be an increased demand on that campus for services, whether it's in the registrar's office or on the police department or wherever. And so there'll be some incremental need for additional staffing, maybe not as sufficient or as much as the entire staff of the university, but certainly some of the savings would be eaten up in that way. And the same is true on the faculty side. And then, of course, when you close a campus, you've got a bunch of students who committed to that campus. We're in the middle of admissions process now, so raising that idea. We worry that some students will decide not to come to our system because they'll be fearful their campus might be the one selected for closing. But even those students that are already there, I think you'd want to be really careful about being sure they can have the opportunity to complete their education at the university they chose initially to attend. But then when you finally do shutter the doors, you're left with a whole bunch of buildings that the state's invested hundreds of millions of dollars in. On any of our campuses, they're going to be difficult to sell. Many of them have debt. The debt's being serviced by student fees or whatever, that if the campus was closed, the state would have to absorb that debt and either pay it off or whatever. If they were going to sell the buildings, many of them are in need of repair, and a substantial amount would need to be invested in them to bring them up to the appropriate quality. And then finding a buyer could be obviously a real challenge in today's world for a university building. So there are lots of challenges, I think, if you move in that direction.